started working on this game probably close to 2 years ago. We got together with the filmmakers and with the, back at Paramount and really got everybody together and talked about making a really great game. And the fact that it happened to be a Star Trek game and using all these great assets from, our creative geniuses who work on the movie was really, really exciting. So we've been working in secrecy for 2 years, coming up with a great story, coming up with great visuals. And today on the show floor of E3, we're really excited to announce that, our enemy is the Gorn, which is one of the most iconic villains in all of Star Trek lore. So to be able to present that here today is really exciting for us.
What we're trying to do with Star Trek, we want to have an authentic Star Trek experience. So that's kind of about exploration and meeting aliens and kind of learning about their culture and technology. And it's also about action, like especially the 2009 movie had amazing action in it. So we're an action-adventure game, really. And you're going to see, kind of even the demo we have, it's about 50% kind of exploration and kind of teamwork and acrobatics, and 50% action. So that's what you're going to see in the game. The playable characters are the only ones you can have in a Star Trek game, Kirk and Spock. Obviously, they're kind of flip sides of everybody's personality, the two guys. But, I mean, when you're playing as Kirk, you're getting these kind of cowboy moments. He's leaping to certain death, but grabbing on by the ledge. He's running in, shooting, running and gunning. Then you've got Spock, who's kind of, he's cerebral, he's scanning, he's using mind melds, he's using nerve pinches. So it's a really different experience, and that's actually something we really want to do with the game. We want to have asymmetrical co-op, which basically means that you're going to get a unique experience and perspective from each of the players as you're playing the game.
We are a completely original storyline that takes place after the events of J.J. Abrams' 2009 film. So we're working really closely with the filmmakers and Bob Orci and his camp and the team over at Bad Robot. We also have Marianne Krozik, who is the screenwriter on the God of War series, working on our script as well. So it's a completely unique, totally encapsulated event here, and hopefully it'll give something to not only Trek fans, but to just hardcore gamers and casual gamers alike.
Tricorder is something where, most games you kind of have to have a gameplay contrivance to give you information in the world, but Star Trek, it's right there. It's something you've always had. So that might mean scanning an enemy and finding his weak spot so as your buddy can shoot him. That might mean using it together to cooperatively hack a door from a distance so that you can get through an obstacle. So technology is a huge aspect of the game, and that's just on the Federation side. Then you start getting into Gorn technology and their weapons and their kind of other devices, and I can't talk too much about those, but the other devices that they have, and kind of learning how they work and how Kirk and Spock can use them differently, it's an important part of the game.
And wouldn't it be great if you could call in an airstrike from the Enterprise?
We want to tell a story about these characters, so the kind of progression that you get from a narrative is obviously one part of it. The other part is, if you look in our demo, every time you're scanning things, you're getting research points. So the research points that you get is your way of kind of making your playthrough of Kirk or Spock a little bit your own, while still retaining the personality that have been so well developed in the movies.
We're very excited to announce again today that we have the voice actors of all the crew of the Enterprise from the new rebooted franchise in there. So getting Chris and Zach and Simon and the rest of the team in the demo we have today, it just comes across completely. It's a completely authentic experience. And coupled with, we're working with the same, filmmakers who put the film on camera, it totally lends everything together and makes it all come together. We set out to make a great game. Again, the fact that it happens to be Star Trek is a bonus. We want to make a great game, and I think we've succeeded.
So the game's coming out early next year. We're going to be on Xbox 360, PS3, and the PC.